Hey, what's up guys? So I know a lot of you guys are thinking, what the heck is this? I've never seen him do anything like this before. This is weird.
It's very weird, but whatever.
So this is one of the new things that I talked about that I wanted to do. This is just something that's kind of been on my mind. It's just kind of been lingering for the past day and then earlier this morning, and I just kind of want to share it with you guys. So I know one of the bigger things that a lot of people deal with is kind of finding identity. This is something that I struggled with
Forever? Seriously? It was a long time I struggled.
So this is something that I struggled with all the way until I was probably like 18 years old, right out of high school actually. And I had no idea what I wanted to do. I had no idea. I was just kind of like wandering, walking here and there and just whatever. But anyways, so when I was 18, I had saw a show. And when I saw that show, I was like, dude, I really like those characters and I really like the actors. And I was like, dude, maybe I should be a voice actor. Nah, that sounds stupid. That actually sounds like a good idea.
So I did it.
So anyways, I started going to college for it. I started taking theater classes. I started taking acting classes. Started going to LA to take some acting classes, and it was awesome. So, but I think the bigger thing that made my career choice at that time so good was around that time, that's when I had converted to Christianity. And I think the biggest thing that I did was I found identity in Jesus. So it's funny because if we read this passage, it kind of gives us a little bit of understanding on who God is and what he promises us. So if you read this chapter, which is in Matthew chapter 6, verse 33, and it says this. It says, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all things will be given to you as well. So when God is talking about these things, he's talking about things that make us have joy, peace, and love, which is our desires, the hearts of our desires. If we have a desire to be married, if we have a desire to accomplish our dreams, whatever it is, God is saying, hey, look, if you focus on me, you put me first before everything, I will give you what you want. Now, there's a lot of times where we don't want to do the will of the Father. And it's funny because even Jesus at one point didn't want to do the will of the Father.
Yeah, it's very true. And I'm gonna read it.
So, when we read the scripture, it talks about how Jesus is saying, God, I kind of don't want to do that. And this is what it says. It says, Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me. Yet not my will, but yours be done. And Jesus is saying at that time, hey, look, God, I know that I have to go through some serious pain. And I don't want to go through that. And Jesus is kind of saying, look, this is going to hurt so bad. And he's just like, God, is there any other way that I could save these people? And God is kind of just looking down and he's like, well, the scripture actually says that there's a silence. Basically signifying, no, Jesus, this is the only way. But because of Jesus' love for God and for people, the Father's will was more important. And that is something that we all have to keep in mind. So hey, look, I encourage you guys, pray about something. If there's something that you've always wanted to do, I encourage you to try it, do it. It's better for you to say, oh man, I know it's not for me, rather than what if. So this is something that I put into serious prayer for years. And I know that God has approved it. Now I encourage you, pray, ask God, there's something that I want to do in my life. This is something that I've always wanted to do. And pray about it. Continue to pray about it. Even when you feel that there's nothing that's being answered, I encourage you to continue to pray. Because if you're very serious about it, God is going to take you very serious. So thank you guys for watching my video so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you again. You guys are awesome. I'll see you later.